Hi, everybody. Welcome to Untitled Tarot. I'm going to be doing your Taurus relationship read. Now, those of you who have become accustomed to my relationship reads, they are sometimes about love, sometimes about estranged relationships. Taurus, ooh, very, very good. All right, so for your overall energy, I'm getting the Six of Cups and the Strength card, right? It's a balancing. It's a balancing of past energies until everything just looks nostalgic and beautiful and makes sense. Bottom of the deck, it's the Ten of Wands. So even things that used to be heavy, or even though it's really heavy at the moment, still is coming to the surface, still making itself lighter, easier to manage, like a light in the darkness through all this time. Now, for you, let's see what we got for you. We're going to be doing how you see yourself, how you see your partner, how you see the relationship, and what you want from the relationship. Let's jump right in. All right. Oh, Taurus. Okay. I have the Moon in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. For how you see yourself, I think that this clarity, this light shining that we were talking about in the overall energy could be affecting relationships at this time. It's not because we have anything against them or we have anything negative or burdening because of them. It's just because our main focus, our cup, our entire cup is dumping into ourselves this moment. Now, this could be really, really good for your partner, but right now it's like Moses in the desert, for God's sake, 40 days and 40 nights. How do you see your partner, Taurus? Does Taurus see their partner? The sun. Ooh, yeah. Different as day and night, baby. Just polar opposites. And the Page of Swords. So there are learning. You're sparking interest. You ever noticed, like, when you're begging people to listen to your favorite song or just understand the words and you can't get them to, but that certain special someone is just picking up on all the right vibes? They pay extra close attention. You don't ever have to really tell them anything because their focus is on you. Whereas I think earlier on that might have made you a little bit uncomfortable, kind of like the mouse chasing the cat kind of thing. But I think in this instance, you're becoming a lot more comfortable with the idea of it in its entirety. The relationship, the Queen of Wands. Oh, right. So the Queen of Wands does, to me, embody an energy of arrogance, infidelity, other things of that nature. But for the most part, what I'm picking up on is that sunflower more than anything, if you look, and the lion. So, despite the fact that the card is in reverse, I do see it's a very positive quality. Again, exercising things that had been dormant in you. Taurus, as a serving person or as somebody that constantly puts other people in front of you or taking the back burner, this is an extraordinary time for you where you're able to just dig in deep. And yeah, I mean, not everything is going to be squeaky clean and perfect. Some things are going to have some dust. You know that dust that collects on top of the refrigerator? Oh, and you can't dust it off. You got to like actually get a scrub brush or an SOS pad to get it off. God, if I was a little bit taller, I would have saw that. But now that I am, I'm taking full accountability and responsibility for being tall. And there's things that I haven't seen, There's things that I haven't seen in years, should I say. What do you want from the relationship, Taurus? What does Taurus want from the relationship? Dang it. Three cards want it to come out. It's not the right wording. What is this Ten of Swords? Like again and again. What is this Lionsgate portal doing? Like, if I can't, I was brought into this world, right? And I'll go out of this world, right? But there's something about leaping through this Lionsgate portal. It seems like I am feminine, hear me roar. I'm masculine, hear me roar. Whatever it is. It just seems kind of, it almost to me feels like it's an overwhelming mask of self-serving. Hey, honey, I look lost in life. Shy. So it's the Ten of Swords. It's a little bit of this self-serving, this defeat kind of feel before the rise, the awakening, the understanding. Let's see. And the bottom of the deck, it's the Tower. Awesome. So yeah, you are really going through it, Taurus. I hope your partner can hang in there. Now, let's look at your partner. I want to take 4 cards for them also. I want to see how they see themselves. I want to see how they see you, how they see the relationship, and what they want from the relationship. Let's see. Five of Cups in reverse is how they see themselves. There's a possibility that they are overcoming or gripping reality, as it were. Like, in a sense, to almost is like, because those cups dumped, they were never my cups. And it's time to pay attention to what's still standing. Yes, understand, even after the Tower. So act like your Tower isn't affecting them in some way. Let's see. They see you as sanctioned off, separated in a sense from yourself or from the world around you, disconnected. And that being so, I mean, that's exactly what you're going through. Just in a little bit of harsher terms, or turn of reality. Let's see. How they see the relationship. King of Pentacles. It's a possibility that they see the relationship as a little bit on shaky ground. Or can it withstand this force? You understand? All of a sudden, like, you're feeling larger than life. It was all your life you had tried to make yourself small in some way, shape, or form, as to not to overpower anybody else, but to actually quiet yourself and quiet your mind and create an atmosphere around other people. But now the energy, it seems like, is just too large to contain. And, well, those who can withstand the tornado gets to stay in the tornado, because we won't be in the tornado forever. The Knight of Cups, this is what they require. This is what they want from the relationship. They do want an offer. They want a reassurance. They want a promise that, because, and what you're wanting is the Ten of Swords. I don't think that has to do with the relationship itself. It's just you're ready to shuck off that old snake skin and grow. You're ready for the change. You're ready for whatever's in front of you. I mean, you've been working diligently on it, pouring into yourself every drop of anything and everything that needed to be done. And baby, there was a lot of catch-up work, you know. 3 years of overgrown grass, so to say. Bottom of the deck, it's the Five of Wands in reverse. So it seems like there's an inner peace that's starting to kind of your partner is succumbing to this idea of inner peace. Like there was conflict, there was control issues, there was competition, there was petty bickering or internal arguments going on. But what is happening now is they're succumbing to a sense of peace that is, I mean, the sticks are still ready for God's sake, but it's like they're rolling over a little bit more into peace and well-being, readiness, still ready at the helm. You understand? But wait, why was I even worried about this? Why was I fighting? Why was I unsure? Why was I insecure? Why was I bothered? Everything is fine. You understand? Now, let's dig in for the relationship itself. I want to get the key strengths, the key weaknesses, what the relationship so desperately needs to succeed, and most possible future outcome. Key strengths. It's the Four of Cups. This is quite an interesting rendition of the Four of Cups. If you look, everybody has some kind of crown chakra thing going on, right? There's not one thing that is different from the other. One person's cup is lower, it's a teacup. One person's cup is higher, it's a chalice. But they're all in their cup, very accepting of it. Now, what's the offer, though? There's something that is new coming in. So in this rendition, the new offer isn't being refused. It's just now being acknowledged. You understand? Oh, I didn't know that was there. You know, it's that split second right before you turn. You have things, the strength is you have things that are waiting in the wings. You have things in this relationship that are yet to unfold. And I know with everything that's been going on, Taurus, you could just be overwhelmed with the merry-go-round or the roller coaster, for God's sake. Please make it stop. Please make it stop. Ooh, interesting point with the Ten of Swords here. Now, I remember just a couple of months ago, I got quite the awakening, and you might have gone through it also being a Taurus yourself. I got quite the awakening, and I remember one of my first thoughts being, one of my first bundle of thoughts being that I knew that this was going to be an ascension, except that I didn't want to ascend. I was comfortable where I was. It wasn't a fear, it was just that there wasn't a real reason to be more powerful or more intelligent or more understanding than what I already was. But there was. And baby, if ascension is coming for you, you can't stop it. Just like that epiphany, just like that awareness that's waiting in the wings every step you take with this relationship. What are the key weaknesses? The clarity. There you go. So it's the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is where all the delusions fall away and all of the mundane things that are wasting your time or have wasted your time in the past start to fall away, and the only thing left is the one man left standing. The clarity, the sharpness of intellect and direction. It, yeah, I would request the veil also. I would request some sort of yeah. I feel you. Let's see, what does it need to succeed? Two of Pentacles, to prioritize. This isn't a time for juggling back and forth focus. you know, or too many irons in the fire, even just having one. This is the time to prioritize. Drop off things that do not serve you and keep in mind and what you're moving towards and what you're headed towards. So let's see. Most possible future outcome. Seven of Wands. This is not for this relationship, and this trek and trial is not for the faint of heart. Uh, I even get a sense of strongest battles for the strongest soldiers. You know, most difficult battles for the strongest soldiers. Because I see a lot of flexibility. I see a lot of interest in learning you from your partner. I see a lot of letting go of past regrets and really focusing in like a laser beam kind of focus. I see that happening this month for you in this relationship. That uh, when I was a child, I thought like a child, but now that I am grown, I think more maturely or what have you. Bottom of the deck, it's the Six of Wands. I do see victory. I see in this rendition even cherubs and the lion and the Two of Cups and oh, everything good. I see the moon back there as far as like intuitive desires and my God, even the Statue of Liberty, her flame, her eternal flame. If you was to be able to look into this, the Magician is back there too, all in the rendition of the Six of Wands. And also, instead of being surrounded by wands, cheering her on, it's almost like she's leaping over the broom right there. You see the wand down there? Leaping over the broom. And the Magician is there. And the Three of Wands, there is more to come. Keep manifesting. Judgment, the Ascension is right behind there, right? There we go. These are all beautiful cards. This deck is the artist interpretation. It is wild. It is wild. Whoever this interpreter was is kind of starting to help me see different things in each card, or at least bring them to the forefront a little bit more prominently. Okay, what I want to go ahead and do is I want to pull three for an overall before we get off of here. Later on, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'll be doing a discussion about my Kundalini awakening. It's interesting. So if anybody is going through that and would like to know more, I'll be posting that video a little bit later on today or tonight, depending on how I feel, energetically speaking, or how well the spirit moves through me at that time. I see a little bit of defense, but it's healthy boundaries. It's the wounded warrior also, having the strength to be able to fight one more time. I like how he's looking off into the distance, like he's not really expecting a fight. It's just that all of the trials and tribulations that they've been through, it's like a remnant of the Eight of Swords. See, everything that we have put in place in the Eight of Swords, fear-based. We don't want to step out of line. We don't want to get out of character. We don't want to cause this kind of trauma. We are scared to take up space in the universe around us. But not in the Nine of Wands. It's almost like that energy has matured to this idea that everything that I've gone through is now a stepping stone on which I stand, or another line of protection in my awareness and what I'm looking for. Almost like a guidepost. I'm even getting lighthouse. The Page of Swords, the learning experience that is going through this was clearly identified and brought up with your partner earlier and how you saw them as inquisitive, ready to learn, uh, ready to understand. They're there for you. And that is quite amazing. I don't know if you've ever had that before, Taurus, but congratulations. And with the sun being there, uh, shining, joyous, they are like more than happy to. They are intrigued, they're amazed, they are profoundly yours. Yes. However, there is an idea, there's an energy of going back to. Now, I was during the premeditation, what I went ahead and I did is I did the same thing. Okay, so through this thing, through this transformation, I had I had burnt my candles at both ends intentionally for a purpose. Now, in during that time, it was one of the low points in my life, but during that time, I produced something. Now, after that, life got a little bit, a lot heavy for about 10 years. But during this awakening, what I'm questioning is, am I becoming the whole creature, the entire creature that I was prior to January 1st, 2011? Or is this something so much bigger? I feel the need to take up so much more space. In fact, a lot of my stress I was having was precisely surrounded by the fact that I was still trying to keep myself small. Headaches, body aches, everything like that. And then I caught myself. I was like, oh, I don't have to be small and unapologetic. I'm just here with my kids, for God's sake. And so I allowed that energy to take up the space that it wanted to take up. And immediately the headaches go away. Immediately I was able to rest. And I think I rested for like 3 days, you know? So, but there's a going back to, there's an idea of, and baby, I need you to understand that if the grand scheme of it was to be who you were 10 years ago, that is not the universe's plan for you. That is not what is happening here. The universe's plan is to take all of that uncomfortable energy that you have sustained within the last 5, 10, 7 years and transform it into that elephant in the room that you are now embodying. Uh, that unapologetic self, that thing. And whereas you were always so scared of what your partner would think or what the world around you would think, rest assured that this one is absolutely amazed and intrigued by it. So, do your hair up a little bit, wipe the tears from your eyes, whatever you have to do. But be present and be aware and be mindful and continue uncovering that, continue getting to the bottom and finding that clarity in the seven of cups in reverse. And that grab, just know that every step you take, there's another one to be had in the upcoming future. Temperance, that's that background, that divine intervention. This is the balancing. This is the coming together and finding that emotional wellspring, that balancing between the two of you, or just between you and life in general. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to see next time I upload. And until next time.